Hi Capricorns, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori. I have to tell you before I forget, when I was getting ready to start your reading, I heard, I don't want to be saved. So I don't know if somebody's like listening to like E40 or something, but I was hearing, I want to be saved. And then I was hearing, I don't want to be saved by you. So you could feel like somebody's coming in an attempt to save you. And you're like, I don't need help. I don't want to be rescued. But anyhow, I don't know. We'll see if that has anything to do with the reading. My name is Tori. Welcome to Tarot in the Dark. We're going to look at the upcoming week, Monday, May 26th through Sunday, June 1st. And let's just see what Spirit has to say. Okay. Avoid drama. Okay. And face your fears. Wow. Create boundaries. Look at this. Cold moon. Face your fears. I think you feel isolated this week. I think there's something that takes place that makes you feel isolated. And I don't feel like anybody's bringing you drama. I feel like you're just trying to avoid the drama of your own internal fears. Like I'm seeing the devil right now, which we know that's your energy, so ain't nothing wrong with it. But it feels to me like you're kind of trying to avoid facing your shadows this week. With this avoid drama card, that doesn't feel like, again, like somebody's bringing you drama. I just think it's within yourself. And then boundaries, it feels to me like there's a situation that you feel icy about. So that feels to me like the situation has made you feel like you've been cut by this person or this situation in the past, wounded, hurt, okay? And you don't want to have to endure that again. So I think you're just trying to avoid it at all costs, just to kind of keep the peace. But it's almost as if it keeps coming up again, like time and time again, for you to assess it. Yeah, this trine sextile symbiosis. Yeah, it feels to me for sure like this has to do with someone else. Look, communication, the third house, this is Gemini energy. Like it feels like a partnership. Like someone could be coming back up to communicate with you this week. For some reason, I'm picking up on like Mercury retrograde vibes, like maybe an ex coming in or something, and you're like, I don't want to talk to you, like, And it's because that person is triggering you. That's how this feels to me. Like there's something coming up that's triggering you, and it's like causing you to kind of want to pull back and like hermit your energy, but also you're wanting to avoid having to dig deep into those feelings, okay? You'll notice like even the energy feels a little intense in the deck, and it also feels like resistant. I think you're resistant to actually looking at this week, and it's just because you just don't want to deal with, you know, the pain of it. Yeah, see, somebody, Seven of Swords, somebody did you dirty. You don't trust them. You don't trust this person. Yeah, it definitely is a partnership. Look at this Two of Cups. You're holding back. You don't trust them. The Five of Swords. Yeah, see, it's like every time this person comes around or their energy, their name, anything is brought up. I'm hearing that Janae Aiko song, Triggered. This person is absolutely triggering you. They're triggering you. I think someone wants to come in and present you with a new offer, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands. So the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, Two of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Four of Pentacles. I think someone wants to come in that you don't trust. I think you think they're two-faced. You feel like you have to constantly protect and defend yourself from this person. So you're putting up boundaries. You're like, why do you want to come back? Like, why me? That's how it feels. It feels like a Six of Cups energy from the past that wants to turn the wheel in your direction. They see a future with you. They think that you guys are destined to be together. They want to start over. They want a fresh opportunity. I'm hearing that they want the old to be dead and they want a new to begin. Okay, they want a revival of this relationship. And you don't trust them. You're guarded. You're protecting yourself from them. And it's because you absolutely feel connected to this person. You love this person, or you once loved this person. I'm sorry, but I think you still love this person. I think you have a desire to have a relationship with them and to love them, but your lack of trust, the inconsistent behaviors from them, and your desire to have peace and to avoid drama is it makes you not want to even think about this person or consider them. So this week you're going to be in some deep contemplation. You're going within and you're asking God for guidance. You're like, please help me. I think this person has stressed you out to the core. And it really, to me, feels like you're like hanging on by a thread. In regards to this situation, I don't think that your life is going like terrible. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like whenever this topic comes up, you just want to shut it down, create a boundary, put a wall up, and you're like, no. And it's because this person has been very cold towards you. Again, it's almost like I'm seeing like an ice box around a heart. Like you feel like they have made you, it's almost like you have love me in so many wrong ways that I don't have a choice but to protect my heart by putting this ice around it. And now they want to come in and melt it. They want to come in and bring heat and passion and say that this is destiny and, you know, reflect on the joy that you guys had. But in your mind, you're like, no, you're pausing with these sevens. And you're like, I'm tired of not sleeping. I'm tired of stressing out. I'm tired of agonizing over this situation. I don't want to be bothered. I'm going to hold my energy for myself. You don't want to share anymore with them. And I think it's just because this person has made you feel you can't trust them. And I am seeing an energy here of like, you know, polar opposites. Like, well, what are you? So this person you could have felt like they were, you know, two-faced, doing two different things, one thing in your face and another thing in another, you know, someone else's face. This person is coming to communicate with you though, and I'm sorry. They're coming to communicate with you. Let's see if we can get another card or two for the Seven of Swords. What is this? Oh, the Ace of Pentacles is coming out in reverse. The Nine of Cups is coming out in reverse. And then the Ace of Swords is coming out in upright. All right, so let me tell you, this is about an opportunity for happiness. You don't feel like this person makes you happy anymore, okay? This person, I heard you robbed my happiness. So there's no way that you can make me happy. Okay, so it's like this person robbed your opportunities to be happy in the past. And so you've gained clarity on that. And I think with this Ace of Swords here, you've just been pouring into yourself. And I don't think you have time for them because you feel like they haven't afforded you the opportunity in the past to be happy. Something happened with them. There was some type of, because they put you in a state of mental conflict. Look, you think they're the devil. Oh my gosh. And you withdrew yourself from them. You could have been dealing with the King of Wands energy. Someone, you know, that card in reverse, especially with the Magician. Yeah, and the Five of Wands. Okay, yeah, this energy. So you could have been dealing with the Leo, Sag, or an Aries. This individual made you feel manipulated. Their energy was self-seeking to you and did not reciprocate. And I think you've gained clarity, which is why you don't want to be bothered with this energy. You're like, no, I'll wait for new opportunities that actually align with my destiny rather than going backwards and accepting and receiving some energy that's just going to make me feel stuck, stagnant, and, you know, restricted is what I'm hearing. Like their energy makes you feel restricted and bound in captivity. They used to be your happiness. You used to see the future with them and many opportunities, but something happened. The betrayals that they presented to you were too too deep and too much. So now you're just blossoming and loving on yourself. Well, good for you, Cappies. That's fantastic, okay? That's fantastic. Allow yourself to continue to seek with this Hermit here. Allow yourself to continue to seek the light and healing from within. Those boundaries that you have up right now are amazing. And the boundaries are up because you know the truth. You've seen the truth. And you're not going to allow someone to come in and just feed you fluff and take you out of the truth. I hope that this resonates with you. If so, drop an emoji for like the strength, the arm or whatever, because you guys have shown massive courage in order to get you to this place to where you actually see this person for who they truly are. And you're not going to allow anybody to steal the opportunities for you to have a future that is, you know, destined for greatness and creative opportunities. You're not going to allow anybody to steal that from you or your happiness. So that's fantastic. All right. If this resonates, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And have a good night. Thanks for watching. Bye.